what's up you guys, After Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Stargate Atlantis. This is season 1, episode 7. Let's get into it.
Major Sheppard, I think you'll find this intriguing.
Okay. What is it?
Something that we hope will one day make us completely immune to the Wraith.
Kind of reminds me of the episode with the immunity cure thing. Wait, is his name Rainbow? No way his name is Rainbow.
Just because they believe they're close to a breakthrough doesn't mean that they are.
Oh my god, his name is actually Rainbow. That's awesome.
Civilization is based upon the completion of that goal, Dr. McKay.
That is so cool.
Do not underestimate them.
Do we even know for certain that the Wraith are an immediate threat?
We can probably bet they don't have 50 years.
Hence, Major Sheppard has generously offered our help to the Hoffmans.
Has he?
The fact is, if they're on to something, maybe we can speed up the process.
Okay, Major, you have a go. But if the drug really is just a pipe dream...
Dr. Beckett's already volunteered to help us find that out.
Oh, he has, huh?
He will.
It's not that a mind-blended people are hanged.
No, of course not.
A generous man, Carson.
But it's the principle of the thing, isn't it? You can't go and volunteering someone for something without consulting them first. That's not even volunteering, is it? It's being pressed into service. Not to mention the fact that I'm not...
Military, I can't give you orders, I know.
No. He just doesn't like going through the Stargate.
It's worse than Dr. McCoy.
Who?
The TV character that Dr. Beckett plays in real life.
Converting a human body into energy and sending it millions of light years through a wormhole. Bloody insanity.
Come on, how often do you get to travel to an alien planet?
I was already on an alien planet.
It's true that we have been forced to rebuild many times and never to our potential. That is why perfecting the drug is so important. It is more than just a defense against the Wraith. It is our future.
With respect, Chancellor, you cannot prevent the culling. It is a fact of existence.
A fact we challenge. We will always search for a way to end the cycle of destruction.
The Wraith will always prevent any race from advancing too far.
You figure you can beat them?
Yes, through knowledge.
I was just thinking about the fact that he just walked through a bunch of, what is that, steam?
A number of archives like this one are hidden throughout the city. Their existence is known only to a few.
This is very impressive.
We meticulously preserve the accomplishments of each generation before they are wiped out by the Wraith.
So everything your people ever learned is in here.
And in other archives identical to this one.
In case they destroy one. They're just serious about this.
Standing on the shoulders of our forefathers.
How long have you been working on this Wraith drug?
150 years ago, our scientists were close to creating a viable prototype, only to die before seeing its fruition.
You're hoping that if this world's no good to them, they're just gonna move on.
The Wraith cannot possibly perceive us as a threat.
To tell you the truth, I don't know how they would react.
If they choose to wipe you out of existence, you will be helpless.
We cannot hope to control their actions. We can only do what we can to end a cycle that has gone on for far too long.
I saw it with my own eyes, Dr. Weir.
Yes, in a petri dish. And we are talking about 150-year-old Wraith cells. I mean, for all we know, they could be immune to the drug by now or come up with defenses against it.
Oh, I don't think so, Doctor. I took the liberty of running a few tests of my own, using cells taken from the Wraith arm Major Sheppard brought back from Athos. The results were the same. Near complete resistance. They've definitely got something. Believe me, I'm more surprised than anyone.
So what do you recommend?
That we take their work to the next level. I've informed the Hoffmans of our guest in the break.
You realize what you're asking for.
I do.
Hello again, Major Sheppard.
Sorry if I woke you. Just came by to see if there's anything you needed. Magazine, fresh towels.
You hide your fear poorly, Major.
You know, we've been having these conversations for a couple of weeks now, and I don't even know your name. You guys do have names, right? Let me guess. Steve?
I am your death. That is all you need to know.
I prefer Steve.
What do you hope to gain from this?
Just trying to bridge the gap between our two cultures, get to know you better. That and try to figure out how to keep your kind from sucking the life out of millions of innocent people.
Even if I told you what you wanted to know, it would change nothing. You are doomed, as are any humans that stand in our way.
Can't be a nice way to die. Hungry, slow, knowing your food source is just out of reach.
Why do you keep me here?
I need to know what we're up against. For example, how many of those big hive ships have you got, and where are they?
You have nothing to offer me in return.
We could talk about easing your hunger, Steve.
You would never sacrifice one of your own kind. And yet, it is all that stands between you and the information you seek.
No offense, Major, but so far he hasn't told you a thing. For all we know, he could linger this way for months and ultimately we'll learn nothing.
The Wraith could be on their way to Hoth as we speak. If your prisoner holds the key to the creation of this drug, should we not take advantage of this?
How could we get the sample off him safely?
We still possess the weapons used in his capture. It would be a simple matter of incapacitating him again.
So then it's possible.
It's possible. Hi, Steve.
Bye, Steve.
Doctor?
I mean, you're certain he's...
Down, Doc. Do you think? Almost looks peaceful, doesn't he?
peaceful? You're out your bloody mind. From what I can tell, your biggest problem is that the test inoculations failed to show enough of a presence in human cells to be effective.
What we need is a better delivery system.
Exactly. And the best place to start is to recreate the key protein in the serum and work our way up from there. And if we can avoid having to re-engineer it from a natural source and make an entirely synthetic version, it should ultimately increase the efficiency.
Such a thing is possible.
Anything's possible if you're willing to give it a go. Come on then, a bald head is soon shaved.
You speak differently than the others.
Noticed that, did you? Sorry if I confuse you. Trust me, where I come from, it all makes perfect sense.
What is it like?
Scotland? Oh, I think it's beautiful. But I'm told it's something of an acquired taste.
I meant your world. It must be so peaceful there, knowing that the Wraith will not come.
Oh, you'd be surprised how not peaceful it is. What a spoiled rot now that I think of it.
100% cellular penetration in all 5 test inoculations. Incredible.
There's still a lot of data to be analysed, but the initial results are very promising, I agree.
Dr. Beckett's efforts have advanced the project by decades.
Perner's formula was right on track. It was just a matter of changing its molecular design so it could be better absorbed by the body.
This is an enormous victory for our people, Doctor. I don't know how to thank you.
No need. Of course, it's only a preliminary.
How soon until you can set up the next stage of testing?
You'll have a schedule later today, Chancellor.
I'm sorry, next stage.
Your report makes it abundantly clear that the project is ready to proceed to its next phase.
We want to test the serum's effectiveness against your prisoner. We're talking about putting a human being in the same room as a starving Wraith. And once we start down that road...
Which road did you think we were headed down?
Not this one. At least not this fast.
Having spent time with the prisoner, I don't pity him. He's gonna die anyway. This drug could be useful someday.
Someday.
The point is, we don't get a lot of opportunities like this. Do you know how obsessed with this the Hoffmans are? When they found out we had a live Wraith prisoner, he's going to die. I tried to feed him all sorts of live stuff, but apparently there's only one item on his menu.
What about the test subject? If the drug fails...
We're not just grabbing anybody off the street. The test subject is a terminally ill patient who has volunteered himself.
These are not exactly the type of decisions I was expecting to make on this expedition.
But unfortunately, it's what you have to make decisions on.
Do it.
Hi, Steve.
All samples?
I was thinking more along the lines of a field trip. You want sustenance? I want information.
You are incapable of offering such a trade.
You tell me something of value, I let you eat. That's the deal.
Very well.
Major Sheppard and Lieutenant Ford are loading the prisoner into Jumper 2. Sergeant Bates is already on the ground and standing by for their arrival at the rendezvous site.
Jumper 2, this is Weir. What's your status?
Nice and cozy in here, ready to depart.
You're safe, Major.
That's the plan.
Jumper 2, you are go for lunch.
Hey man, this isn't supposed to be fun.
Perna explained to me about your illness. I want you to know how sorry I am. I wish there was something I could do for you.
It's my time, Dr. Beckett. I'm at peace with my fate.
I think it's important you know that we may be talking about a less than peaceful ending here.
I've explained to Merrill in great detail what may befall him.
You should also understand that this drug has never worked in anything other than a laboratory simulation. We don't know for certain what will happen.
Even if it doesn't work, you'll learn something of value. How to perfect it in the future?
Possibly. But that's no reason for you to face that creature.
Dr. Beckett, I'm not afraid. No matter what happens, my death will have meaning. Is that not something we all strive for, to die knowing we made a difference? I want to do this. Please don't deny me the chance to help my people.
Careful, sir.
This is the sustenance you promised.
Little change in plans. You tell me something right now, or the dinner party's canceled.
What do you want to know?
How many hive ships have become operational since we awakened the first one?
All of them, Major Sheppard. First, they will travel their own feeding grounds and gather strength. We are a patient race, Major. When we have taken our fill and gathered our strength, we will join in force and come for you.
You have any idea when that'll be? Morning, afternoon? Open it up.
You don't have to do this.
I know. I'm ready.
He is weak.
Did it work?
I intend to ask the Council to approve mass production of the serum effective immediately. After what happened today, I doubt they will offer any resistance.
That is wonderful news.
Maybe give it a minute.
With all due respect, no it isn't. We're talking about one test here. Now, I'm as pleased as anyone with the results, but we still have a lot of work to do before we can start using it.
Dr. Beckett wishes to run a full series of tests on Merrill prior to issuing his final report.
There may have been mitigating circumstances. The man was dying, for one.
Of course. I'll bring it up with Council.
How long has he been like this?
Since the test.
Think it's a ruse?
It is not their way.
What have you done to me?
Did it maybe give the illness to him?
We need Beckett in here. Go. We're gonna help you.
Don't feel pity for me. You will suffer far worse when the others come for you.
Major, I was just about to cut him open.
Then I was just leaving.
I've already done a series of tests you might like to know the results of.
You know what killed him?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that it was all of his vital organs shutting down almost simultaneously.
Did he starve to death?
No. Based on the condition his body's in, I don't think he died from a lack of nourishment.
Then what was it?
Initial tests revealed a significant amount of Hoffman serum in his bloodstream. I'm guessing we'll find similar trace amounts in each of his organs once we analyze those as well. So if the serum did this, then it's more than just a defense against the Wraith.
It kills him. You're gonna have to shelve it until we get a better idea.
No.
I'm serious.
I don't know if I agree
Otherwise,
with
we can't
shelving
help
it.
you anymore.
You don't understand, Major. It's too late. I have made my recommendation to the Council, and they've agreed. We have already begun inoculating our people.
You're leaving?
Unless you're willing to go back to formally on the serum, there's no point in my staying, is there?
Carson?
Connor, you need to reopen the project. With more work, maybe we can prevent the mutation, maintain it as a defensive drug only.
Merrill is dead. They found him this morning. The cause of death is still to be determined.
There's still time. They need to stop the inoculations.
They won't.
A man is dead.
Which doesn't necessarily mean more will follow. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't make them stop. Not without more proof.
I beg you, have no more part in this. At least until we know more.
I can't do that.
Why not?
Because I was among the first to be inoculated.
I appreciate your sense of urgency, Doctor, but at this point it would be unwise to rush to any conclusion.
Now you want to exercise caution? Are you serious?
Major, you yourself have told us the Wraith could be on their way here right now. We have no choice but to move forward.
You're speaking on behalf of a lot of people, Chancellor.
You think I would force this choice upon my own people? No, sir. Our people are in complete agreement.
Your people may be dead before the Wraith even get here, for all you know.
Chancellor, please, it's not too late. Suspend the inoculations at least until we know what killed Merrill.
He was terminal. We don't know for certain the serum played any part in his death.
He suffered a sudden and complete respiratory breakdown.
Which could well have been due to his condition. His sickness had spread through most of his body.
Are you willing to risk thousands of people's lives based on that assumption? Because I'm not.
Major Sheppard,
Go ahead, Taylor.
we're in the medical center. We need help.
This is why you do further testing.
My God.
Major Sheppard, the doctors say they began arriving last night, and their numbers have been increasing by the hour.
Major.
I'm on it, go. Lieutenant, radio Weir, tell him we need a full medical support team on a jumper and inbound ASAP.
Roger that.
Cover your mouths, people!
I need help here. Oxygen. Take it easy. Sit.
Could have gone a bit quicker.
Do you have any idea what's going on out there?
I do, Major.
Half the people you gave that drug to are dying.
Half of them, Major. Half. The statistics are clear, and the numbers are holding at that level. It's just been confirmed, which means the other 50% of those we inoculated will live and destroy any Wraith who try to feed on them.
That's not
Believe this.
good.
Now the Wraith will know the full conviction of the Hoffman people.
Conviction?
Do you realize that if we could spread this drug to every human in the galaxy, future generations would never know the horror of a culling?
But it is a culling.
An end to the Wraith. You can't comprehend the bargain in that.
You can't make a bargain like that for your entire people.
You think I'm alone in this conviction?
I think you're delusional.
You shall see. We are putting it to a vote as we speak.
Taylor, here you are. Make sure that our oxygen is properly deployed throughout the hospital.
Doctor.
Have non-critical patients use it in turns, just long enough to stabilize their breathing. Taylor, what are you doing now? You're not listening to me. And where's Perna? I need her here.
Carson.
I would have liked to have seen Atlantis.
Perna, I'm so sorry.
Don't look at me that way. I am at peace with what I have done, as you should be.
I wish I had no part in this.
You gave us hope for years. Our people have been working towards this very moment.
And it failed.
Betray the forefathers. We fulfilled their destiny, their promise. Stay with me.
wanted you to see the results of the vote before you left.
96% in favor.
Does the vote include all your people?
Everyone. So you see, Major, we speak with one voice, and we are resolute.
Yeah, I can see that.
When next we meet, I would like to discuss the best way to disseminate the drug on as many worlds as possible.
We won't be doing that anytime soon.
Perhaps our victory will change your mind.
If and when we ever return, I don't imagine you'll be here. I don't imagine anybody else will be either.
Victory at all costs. That sound familiar, Major?
Churchill.
Aye. Never thought I'd disagree.
Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up, and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty-o. I'm not sure what that last line was, sorry, but that was Stargate Atlantis, Season 1, Episode 7. Yeah, so we had like a cure situation, but it ended up being fatal to a lot of people, probably everyone eventually, and their whole people were like, yeah, let's do this. People be dumb. I find it really hard to believe that everyone speaks with one voice. Come on. What kind of sheep are you living with? Anyways, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next one.